took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Check out! Right! 622! They can't hang with us! Check out!
Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's get it! Slam! 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 12. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It was Mitch Unrein that made the tackle. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Luck. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Miller with first down and more. Lamar Miller, he's at the 50, 30, the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 93 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. the gun. Here's Love. He's going to go deep for Funchess. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Indy. 47 yards. Now, that's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a third to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
They'll run here with Mack. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Mack. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's another Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
What's that? 58, come on. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Check, go back. We got motion. Back up. 56. 58 for Mike. Watch the slip. To the car. 25, check 25.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And he's got some space here. 20. 34 yards there and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 yards there, first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Vinatieri now for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
14, Texans 7. Vinatieri sets the kickoff.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup. 49 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A first down carry now for Miller. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. On 2nd and 12, Watson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fuller. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
14 yards. That's another Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
We're set. 19. Check. 53's mine. Watch the screen.
Pass incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
This is that. 19. 3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks. 24. Get shot. 41. Too little, cut. 41's the mark.
Watson now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jordan Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more blitz coming, and down he goes. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here's Locke. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is fielded at the 27. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big...
And that's caught inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Miller. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Watson with a give to Miller. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Darius Leonard, last year's leading tackler as a rookie in the NFL, in on the stop.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 16.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, it's Miller. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. That's caught. It's Thomas. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, he scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are able to regain the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
You go tight. You got tight. Come on.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Out of the gun, Luck. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. And got his man complete. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Let's go, baby. 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his 2nd there. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 4th down, so the Texans dial up the number of their 2nd-year punter, Trevor Daniel. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. This is taken at about the 14. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And the Colts first down.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Watson over the middle. Open is Thomas. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Watson now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Watson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jordan Thomas, the one he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd and 10, Watson got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense. And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, D.
Now it's Watson. Throw left side, complete to QT. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Showing up. 36. Goose. Sponge. No. Tight dog. Check 50. Alert. Check. 58, boys. 58. 58, Mike. You don't want none of that. Give it. Pick up the ball.
From the gun, here's Watson. Completion left side to Miller. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Watson now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. His throw caught at about the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Locke. And this is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
What a spin. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Love. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go, defense.
A shotgun snap for Love. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So he might as well have not even had the penalty.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. And that'll be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on third and goal.
Hey, Delta.
Just beating the play clock as well. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. We are headed to the fourth here on Thanksgiving night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 24-yard line.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
58, boys, 58. 58, Mike. Alert. Pick it up.
Here's Watson. Catch here, left side, Thomas. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 41-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 41. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They're running.
They'll go with a draw. Watson hands to Miller. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
50 seconds. 58, come on.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
After the run, Watson going to throw. And he's got it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. To throw is Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Akins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on now, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
I 7. Check mine. Watch it, 5. Bring it.
Now a play fake, and it's locked. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Check. 11B.
Off of play action. Lock. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Hey, Zoo. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Come off the ball, hard. Mike, 55.
Now a first down throw. Lock. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Check.
On second and 10, Lock. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Over 30 yards there, and first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. On second down and 4. Luck caught left side by Hilton. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snap. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run with Miller. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a second and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 42-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a second and 3. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Houston, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the loss is number 8 for them on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Yeah.